Hopefully y'all can hear me. If y'all can hear me, let me know. Hey, man, Furniture, you got some explaining to do, man. You got some real explaining to do. And y'all know, I only go live on stuff when for a fact it's some bullshit. I don't go, y'all know, I'm talking about something that's facts. I don't talk about nothing that I ain't got no proof. I don't talk about nothing that I can't, you know, I ain't gonna talk about nothing alleged. You got some explaining to do. I listened to this live yesterday, and man, this shit be so funny cause I be saying to myself like, who did these motherfuckers trying to like who are y'all trying to convince? Is y'all trying to convince? And that's crazy cause now when I think about it, that's how I know like people just do this shit for money, man. Like I don't care what nobody do, but if you ain't gonna keep it real with your people, then man, don't do it. Now, first, I'm gonna say this. I wanna know when you got that $150. Now, all this just recent now. When you got that $150, where did you go? Because if you went where you telling people you went, then you could prove that, right? But if you could prove that you had to stay with a person, and I'm assuming that the person that everybody's saying is the person. So if you're saying that you stayed with that person, then you need to be able to prove that because I can prove that you didn't. I can prove that you didn't. I can prove that you went there and ate and then you left. I can prove that. So where did you stay when you got that $150? That person gave you that $150. Where were you? Because you didn't stay where you said you were staying. Like that's a fact. You told everybody you stayed. Now, granted, I'm gonna give you the opportunity because maybe I'm missing something. If I'm missing something, then hey, let me know I'm missing something. But from what I know, you didn't stay where you told people that you stayed, and and that person is even willing to come and address that because I'm trying to find out where did you tell people you stayed. So if y'all here, do anybody know what Future said he stayed when he got the $150? Where did he stay? Because I want to make sure. Because if I'm saying the wrong person, then hey, I own up to it and say I got the wrong person. But if the name that I'm hearing is the person that who when he supposed to got that $150, he told everybody he stayed at somebody's place. Do anybody know where he say he stayed at? Because if I know if that's the case, I just need the name. When he got that $150 from his landlord, where did he say he stayed? Because I need that. I need somebody to tell me. Because if that's the case, I'm a debunk everything right now. Because if he said he stayed at this person's house, this person told me that he didn't stay at her house. She told me that he came and ate something and then he left. So if he told everybody he stayed at the house and the people donated to him and he supposed to been stayed at this person, then man, yeah, y'all dumb as hell giving him money. Then he getting on just saying, like I said, man, I don't even pay attention. But I seen this shit yesterday. Nigga said he stayed at this person's house. Who house did he say he stayed at? Y'all type that down below. Who house did he say he stayed at? Said when he got that $150 landlord to leave, who house did he say he needed to stay over? Because if that's the case, then that's a lie. And I got the proof. And if that is a lie that he said he stayed, then y'all will be dumb as hell to keep on supporting. I don't give a damn about it. Crybaby shit, get online and say people hating and all that. Nigga, you lying. And if you say you stayed at this person's house, I'ma bring her on live and tell everybody that you because all I need them to type the name. If they type the name down below, then it's a wrap because you told people and you gotta keep in mind I ain't even been on YouTube lately. Like I'm just now going live talking about this shit. Just the same way I did the same shit about that shit with Luther. I'm the one who broke that story. I'm the one who broke this story. I was telling people all the time, like, man, hold up, that girl 18, she told me, mother tried to run with a narrative like I'm trying to do that. Now, I went and got the full scoop because I knew that nigga was lying. Y'all niggas be out here fucking with young kids, man. Y'all niggas is sick. Y'all niggas is sick and pathetic. I don't even see what niggas get out of shit like that. Y'all niggas sick as fuck. So, furthermore, y'all around here scamming for money. Now I know it's scams now. And I ain't no telling how many other people that's involved in this shit. Now it makes sense to me. Everybody trying to push plays. I get it now. So, and the fact that everybody doing it because people don't know who people know. You know what I'm saying? So they feeling like they can get away with certain stuff. But if I find out, like if anybody know, y'all can hit me on IG, anything. When he got that $150 from the landlord after he got put out the place, or allegedly, who house did he say he stay over? When he had to leave, who house did he go over and he told everybody he had to stay at this person's house? What's going on? If anybody can tell me that, and I'm telling y'all, it's gonna get debunked, and y'all gonna find out from my live. Y'all gonna find out that he's a liar. He say, "I hope you'll be a good creator." Man, I'm not a good. I'm not. I suck. But anyway, yeah. Who house did he say he stayed over? If that's the case, type it down below, because I can prove 100% that that nigga lied. I'm talking about the funny thing is, I even asked about it because I was curious. I was like, hey, man, what's going on? What's called stay? Oh no, he didn't stay at my house. For real? Bug. Hey Bug, what's going on, Bug? Look, who house did Future say he stayed over after the landlord gave him 150 to go? Who house did he say he stayed over? Cause I need to see something. Going on, Josh? I need to see something. Cause if he said that, and if I'm wrong, then I'm gonna own up to it and say I'm gonna delete the live and everything. I'm gonna own up to it. Bring it, boom. I'm glad you said that. He lied. I just wanted to prove that. Future, if you listen, I don't know why you lied to your people. Sabrina literally told me you gave her nothing. She told me you gave her nothing. I talked to Sabrina yesterday. Talked to her yesterday. We talked, Sabrina, that's my homegirl. We always talk. I wasn't even finna say nothing about it because I didn't know. I said, man, you let Future stay at your house. He didn't come stay at my house. I said, well, no. He told people that he stayed at your house and he gave you money. She like, no, he didn't give me nothing. She said he didn't give me nothing. She said he came and ate and he left. Then I said, well, hell. I said, why you feeding him for? I said he didn't give you nothing. I said he had $150. Then she like, no, he told me he didn't have none. She said he came. She said she had made something to eat and he left. She said he didn't give her nothing. That's what she told me yesterday. Future, if you listen to this, I don't give a fuck where you go. You ain't finna get away with this one right here. Now, I'm talking about now, I just seen the live yesterday. Now, I seen in that live that you told how that you had to give her money. She told me yesterday, literally told me yesterday that you didn't give her nothing. She said you came to her house at 8. You didn't even spend the night over there. You came at 8. You came at 8 and you left. Didn't hear nothing from you again. Then I said he didn't give you no money. I said, he had $150 from the land. She said, only you told her about what the situation going on. You never gave her nothing. She said you never gave her nothing. She said she had food. She said you came. What she told me. She just said the other day. So Future, at what point you gonna stop lying to your people? Because guess what? I don't try to double back and give her no money now. Because guess what? I already made sure that you won't be that also. I already made sure that. So you can reach out to her and try to. But guess what? I already got everything. I need. And the point is, Future, ain't nobody trying to take your money from you, my guy. Ain't nobody trying to do all that. But now I know you a liar, dude. Now I know you a liar. And now you finna have to stand on business for real, because anywhere you go, but I ain't gonna do it like how everybody else doing it. I wish them people could get Lord and bring him on the live. I wish the people can reach out to that girl on the live. In one way or other, I'm gonna find out how to do that too. I'm gonna find a way to do that. You straight lied to your people. Sabrina just told me yesterday. You didn't stay at her house. She said you didn't spend a night at her house. And she said you came and ate, and she said she didn't see you again. So you need people know where did you actually stay, because everybody else understanding you stayed at Sabrina, and Sabrina said you didn't stay at her house. So that I feel like everybody who know this, y'all need to be making sure go in the comment section and let him know we know that he didn't stay there. And guess what? And if he still feel like somebody lying, I'm gonna make sure that I bring Sabrina on for she can tell the truth. because he told that. So I don't want him to try to go double back because I'm gonna make sure that too that he double back and try to go sneak us some money for say something different. Nah. We already gonna make sure that you ain't gonna be able to lie your way out of this one. That they gave you grace. They gave you grace letting you get away with this shit, this little young girl. After even hearing the stuff, and these niggas still letting you get away with that. Man, we don't play from the South. Maybe people in New York play like that, but I'm from the South. We don't play like that. Man, ain't nobody letting you get away with you saying, oh, she look like this, she look like this, she this. Man, we do not play them kind of games. So guess what? Another game we don't play is all that receiving donations for lies. Man, I'm talking about if you was real, bro, if you was real, man, dude, you could have gave Sabrina something for eating at her house. I even asked her. I said, "Did he give you something for even you make give him food?" And she like, "No, he gave me nothing. He gave me nothing." She said he only told me about the situation that happened. He gave me nothing. So I asked her immediately. I said, "Well, why you let him come eat at your house? And you already know he be coming to your house and he said he don't have none." And she like, because I'm just a nice person. I'm just a nice person. And I told her literally like this. I said, after today, don't be no more. I said, don't be another nice person for people. Now, then this how y'all know I ain't lying. I didn't know Philly Dom stayed at her house before. However the case may be, he cooked for her. I didn't ever know that. She told me about that too. She said it was the same way people were telling her to help Philly Dom. You know, then like I didn't ever know that. She told me that. So y'all know I ain't lying. I ain't got no reason to lie about that. I'm not invested into nobody's life. I thought about it because I seen it on live. I said, "Oh, I didn't know NYC came out." Then she like who? She didn't know at first. Then I get when she realized who I was talking about. Oh, she like, oh, you talking about Future? And she like, no, he didn't stay at my house. I said, well, I'm like, everybody said he stayed at your house. I'm like, he stayed at your house. She like, no, he didn't stay at my. She like, he came and ate and he left. I said, well, did he? I said, well, did he give you any money for coming to eat? And she like, no, he said he didn't have no money. He didn't give me nothing. I said, wait, hold up. I said, hold up. I said, he didn't give you nothing. She said again. She like, no, he didn't give me nothing. I said, well, he had got some money from his landlord. Then she like, huh? She didn't even know. She said, no, he didn't give me nothing. So here's the thing, dude, you out there taking advantage of people who don't got it like that. You out there literally taking advantage of people for real at this point. That's what you're doing. Like now I know. I didn't even I started thinking like that at first, but now it's like I know that's what you're doing now. Like I know that's what you're doing. The fact that you went to that girl's house and didn't even get her nothing, you ate at that girl's house and then left. You didn't know that you didn't get that girl nothing, man. I'm talking about you ate at her house. She welcomed you to your home. The girl let you stay there before all that. She let you in her home and you ate. Cause I had said where he was at. She said you sat at the kitchen table. You ate. You ate and then you left. You had left. I guess maybe you probably talked for a minute, but you left. And the fact that you didn't get that girl nothing, man. Don't try to reach out to her in the back end. Cause guess what? I'm gonna make sure that that's already covered. I already really did that. That's already covered. So don't try to reach out to her in the back end. Because if you try to go double back, I got shit in writing, all that. So think about it. You dumb, but you try to be smart. That was messed up what you did, dude. And the funny thing is, man, I fuck with Sabrina super tough. Super tough. Fuck with Sabrina. And the fact that you did her like that, dude, I don't give a damn where you go. I'm gonna make sure you get exposed. I'm gonna make sure all this stuff with this stuff keep getting talked about. Cause don't nobody need to keep letting you slide with all this stuff. Everybody trying to give you grace, acting like you a child, acting like you a little baby. Man, you a grown ass man, and the fact that you getting over on people, you lying, like this is something I know for a fact, again, that you lied about. This is something I know that you lying about. Like it ain't even like it's hearsay. You can have other people trying to take up for you and say, well, no, oh well, there you talking to Sabrina, nigga. I ain't the only one who be talking to Sabrina, and I don't talk to Sabrina trying to be her man and all that. No, we just cool. So y'all can try to go run with that narrative too to try to cover him. But guess what? One thing you can't cover is the truth. The truth is, dude, you lied. You told people you stayed at Sabrina's house. You told people you had to pay her to stay there. You didn't give her nothing. You didn't stay at her house. So wherever you actually did stay, you know what I'm saying? You lied to your people and said that you stayed at her house and you didn't. And she told me that yesterday. Literally. Told me that yesterday. I didn't even I was like, y'all know I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything. I just popped up. I thought when I seen the live at first, I thought he actually did stay at her house. So I didn't think nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think nothing of it. So when me and her did talk about it, we were just having a general conversation. Then when she said something about it, I said, oh, did NYC stay there? So I guess she didn't know about NYC. So then oh, you talking about? And she like, no, he didn't stay in my house. I said, well, why he telling people he stayed at your house? I was like, because I said, he got put at the other place. Then she like, yeah, he told me about that. But she like, no, he didn't stay in my house. She said he come around, he eat, and then he leave. That's what she told me. So I mean, Frida, if you feel like she lying, then hey, we need to get her on the live. We need to get her on the live, and you can bring her to your live, and I'll make sure that she don't lie because I'll make sure that I show the paper to show the receipts because like if she lying, then you be able to tell her that she lying. You should be able to say to bring you lying. I gave you this. You should be able to tell her that because if she lying, then that means she's a bad person. Instead of us going off of hearsay, we were to go off the facts. I mean, I don't feel she got a reason a lot because she helped you before and you didn't have nothing. So she personally don't have, like, what is her motivation a lot? I didn't offer her no money. Me and her don't sit on the phone and talk about, oh, you come here to give me pesos. I don't know. Me and her don't even talk like that, man. We just literally have general conversation, just be talking, man. I'm talking about shit. It may not talk for another couple of days, but we don't talk like I'm trying to do anything like that now. So that ain't our conversation. So when it randomly came up, I just thought about just talking about it, man, so. She told me that. Then when I found out that you lied about it, matter of fact, she told me, I want to say day before yesterday when I found out. Didn't even say nothing about it the whole time. Yep, that was day before yesterday. Yep, I found out day before yesterday. I didn't even want to say nothing about it. I wasn't even fit to go live about it. Because at that point, I didn't know. I heard, but I wanted to make sure. But the live that I seen just now, just was watching, that you did yesterday, that you said that you telling people blah 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 in my head. I told people where I had to stay, and then now that I know you said that, that's all I needed to know. Now I know you lied. Like now, because I seen that, that's how I know. Okay, yeah. Now it's time to expose you because you're a straight YouTube scam artist, and you use this God personality, you use that stuff to scam people. And the funny thing is, and like I said, if I have to bring her up to tell the truth, I will because you didn't stay at Sabrina's house. You know, you lied to people, made people think that you stayed at her house. You didn't stay at her house. She said you didn't stay. She said you came and ate and you left. So if you saying that girl lied, then hey, let's get her on the live. I bet you I can get her on the live. Let's get her on the live and then you tell her she lied. You tell her she lied. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm gonna do, Frida. I know you're gonna get this message. You need to reach out to me, bro. You need to reach out to me. And we could do a live on your live. We don't gotta do it on mine. We can do it on yours. Or we can go to somebody's live who y'all say unbiased. Let's go to Primo live. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. We could do it on my live, cause y'all know I'm unbiased. I don't cut no corner. We could do it on any. We can go Bug. We can do it on Bug Live. But I wanted to be on live that's unbiased, for real unbiased. Not no pick and choose what side to be on. But you definitely lied, dude. You definitely lied. So this is what I want to know. That $150. Where that $150 at? That's what I want to know. Where's the $150 that you said that you have to the person's house you stayed at? I give them some where $150 because she didn't get nothing. Stay at her house. You came there, you ate, left. So I ain't gonna make this live too long, y'all. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Man, y'all look. I'm gonna tell you this. Do what y'all want with money. That ain't my business. But I want to say this. Before y'all decide to send y'all money and the person telling you that they got to do this, ask them to show you proof first. Because if I told y'all $20, I need to do this. I'm gonna show y'all. It's like I'm trying to send you proof that he didn't stay with. I don't need the proof. I appreciate that. But I don't need it. I already look. Look. Yeah, look. I already talked to her. Like literally, I can call her right now. Yeah, Brooke. Yeah, like I already know that. And the fact y'all need to spam that in his section because see now he deleting comments out of his comment section. So spam that in his comment. Let him know If he don't do, I'm bringing her up. And guess what? I made already he can't go double back and try to call and be like, hey, look, man, I need you to do this for me. I'll give you this. I already made sure he can't do that. So yeah, you can go and offer her some money, but guess what? The bigger the bigger bag gonna win every time. So you gonna give her something to be quiet, but I'm gonna give her something to tell the truth. You gonna try to give her something to be quiet, but I'll make sure she has something that she gonna tell the truth. She gonna tell the truth because, like I said, you lied, dude. So what the people want to know, what you do with that 150 that you got from the landlord? What you do with that $150? So how many y'all actually setting up this play? And this a play that failed because this play didn't fall through. This a fake play that didn't fall through. Now we caught this play right here. So now they let you get away with this little bullshit that you mess with a little younger. And for one, I don't respect you anyway because of that. You should have been counseled because of that. You should have been counseled because of that. It just this YouTube show a bunch of sick ass niggas that's sitting around, man. You don't know who people is. You don't know what kind of stuff they into. Anybody else, they would have been counseled. They would have been counseled off some stuff like that. But see, real men, we ain't finna let you get it. We ain't gonna let you get away with that. Not only that, the fact that you lied, man. I'm talking about you did go to that girl's house, but you stay at that girl's house. You went over to that girl's house and ate, man. She told me you went to her house and ate and you left. So the fact that you even did that and you knew you on you and you didn't offer her anything, and I asked her, I told her, I said, man, that hurt me. I said, damn, I said, he didn't give you nothing. And she said, no, he didn't give me nothing. He stayed in my house. She said he came, he ate. Cause I was confused because I was still trying to see, oh, stay there. Did she tell me she said, no, he never stayed. She never stayed. She said he came and he ate and then he. So you told everybody you stayed at her house and you gave her some money for staying. That's what you said. You said that. You told everybody that. And guess what? It come out, Future lied. Future did not stay at Sabrina's house. Future did not get Sabrina no money. You ate at that girl's house and you left. Yeah, see, yeah, I need to do that. I need to do that. I need to do this. See, I can get Sabrina on anytime. Sabrina will come through. She'll come through. But he lied. He lied, man. She told me this before yesterday. I should have went live about it the day before yesterday. But I think she was at work. She was at work. But and honestly, I at the time. I didn't know. I actually thought he stayed there. But she told me then when I should have had went live then even do it, man. But I just seen this morning with him talking all this shit and saying I told everybody where I stayed at, man. I told everybody, he popping big shit. Dude, you didn't get that girl shit. And what bothered me about it, nigga, cause you didn't get it, but you went to that girl house at 8, man. You went to that 8 and then left. And I asked her, I said, why you keep letting that man she get that girl and go live? I'm gonna do it. I asked her, I said, I said, man, why you keep being nice? Then she like, no, I'm just a nice person. She like, I'm just a person. She like, he came, she like, I had made something to eat. He came and he ate and he left. I said, man, I said, well, you can't. Nice. And she said this yesterday. Then what she said? She said, I'm just done being nice to everybody. She said, this the same way they told me to do this with Philly Dom. With Philly Dom, they told me let him know that I didn't know nothing about her even meeting Philly Dom. I ain't never even knew this. So people know I ain't lying about it. I ain't never met Philly Dom. I ain't never even known that. She told me that. And she said she just tired of being nice. She like because she didn't know that man had no. He told her he didn't have no money. Told me that verbatim. Man, I'm talking about. She told me that verbatim. Man, matter of fact, y'all know what? Let me see, can I do y'all? Hold up. Yeah, hold up. Yeah, hold up. She probably Sabrina. If you in here, message me. Hold up, cause I gotta find. Hold up. Y'all, hold up. And yeah, hey, if anybody know who the landlord is, share the landlord information with me on my. And we gonna find out. We gonna find that girl because if he'll lie about where he stayed at, then you can only imagine the other shit he'll lie about. Like it's just people don't know. That nigga lied about a lot of shit. So, do I believe he did something with that little girl? Yes, I do. Do I believe everything else he lying about? Yes. Now, as a person who will lie about somewhere about where they stayed at, then think about it. If something as small as that, like that ain't even nothing to lie about. ain't about it all. But a person that'll lie about a place about where they stayed at, like hear me out, y'all. A person that will lie about where they stayed at, you can only what else he'll lie about. So if yeah, exactly, Primo. And then if anybody know that landlord, if anybody and I'm gonna do my due diligence today. To I'm gonna find who that girl is. I'm gonna make sure I find everything. I'm gonna find everything today. Now, this nigga lied and said he stayed at Sabrina house. That was a lie. Now Sabrina confirmed that for me. That's a lie. I should have had one live, but I didn't. Now I can get Sabrina on I can get her on the live and she gonna tell the truth. Sabrina, if you hear type if you hear Sabrina. If you hear cause know that if you hear go